Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update on Litecoin. Right now we're at 103. We're down 4.86%. We're hitting some of those downside targets we were looking at yesterday. So we're going to dig into all this. But first of all, I wanted to start off with a story. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is for the simple reason it's why I trade and why I'm trying to teach people how to trade. So last night, my wife and I and son, we were sitting there and all of a sudden the water went out. So our well pump ended up completely going out, which is bad when you're in the country because you rely on your well and your well pump for all your water and flushing your toilets, everything like that. And it ended up going out on us. So we ended up getting the guys over here and they just put in a new well pump for us, and overall it was $1,118. So, it's a big hit, and I'm only 30 years old. And guys, what I wanted to do here was tell you this is why I've learned how to trade, because for me being 30 years old and I've had a lot of medical bills, I deal with 2 autoimmune diseases and I got a lot going on. I just had a very big surgery about 6 months ago. So we got medical bills, this type of stuff's coming up, all that. And trading allows me to try to accumulate more cryptocurrency. I can't go in my bank account and be buying cryptocurrency all the time when I have real life situations going on, you know what I mean? And I'm sure many of you guys do. So that's why I learned how to trade, and learning how to trade helped me learn how to also protect my investments, to where if I saw we were entering a major downtrend, that I would get the heck out of the asset or the coin. So, just like in life, there's many unexpected things that come up, and many people can't go into their bank account and buy as much cryptocurrency as they want to. For those who do, then obviously that's great for you. But for us people who can't, that it is what it is, and we need to learn how to trade, because it can really add value to our lives as opposed to going into that bank account, because unexpected things happen all the time. So, guys, it is what it is, and we just got to keep grinding forward and continue to move on. And, I thank God, because that well pump was 22 years old, and they typically only last about 10 to 15 years. And the guy told us today, he said it was 22 years old. It was put in, I think he said 1997. So the fact that it's lasted this long and I got that much extra mileage out of it, I thank God for that. And, I appreciate all you guys here being part of this channel and helping me, even when you watch those ads that are 30 seconds long or whatever, any ad revenue, all that stuff helps. So I want to thank you guys for that, and all the people who give thumbs up and comments and all that. So it's pretty busy around here, guys. Got a lot going on, but I'm going to try to get these videos out for you. Enough with all that, but that's why I've learned how to trade, because that's what we got to do, guys. We really do. So we'll dig into this. All right. And like and subscribe, guys, if you like what we do here. So what we're looking at now, I pay very close attention to trend lines. The next major trend line I'm looking at here is this second one in yellow. Let me actually change the color for us, just to give us different looks. So we'll go in purple here. You can see we almost wicked down to it. What happened is, guys, we basically wicked down to it like we were going to test it here. And you can see back over here we had a bullish engulfing candle off it. So this has really been established back since February. We've had higher lows here. So this is a trend line we don't want to give up here. We already gave up this green trend line that I was talking about for so long. And what happened was we fell. We had a pullback up into here. We had tweezer tops and we couldn't stay within this trend line, and we ended up falling. And I was measuring this was about a 30% drop, and that's what I was telling you all about. Trend line breaks, it really can be 30-40% to the upside and to the downside. It is very significant when you start having trend line breaks and closes below them. So it's something you do want to pay very close attention to, just like this trend line over here. Do you see, guys, how we broke out of this? That was an over 100% move right here out of that trend line. So, these are the things that I want to watch. And right now what we want to see is if we can form some type of a hammer candle. You're seeing a longer wick here, but we want to defend this 100-day moving average, which is sitting at $101 right now. We don't want to close below that, because then, guys, we're definitely going to be down in here really testing this trend line hard. And if that breaks, then I'll see you down here probably around that 200-day moving average, around that $72. And that would probably be a heavy buy zone for a lot of people, around that $70-$80, right in that range. So that's what I'm going to be paying attention to. And also the RSI is at 35 right now. It's pointed down. What you can do here is put a trend line right here, and we can wait for a trend line break to the upside before you can enter if you want to be more conservative like that. But what we were seeing along this whole thing while we were pushing up here, and it's very important, guys, our RSI was not going above this first peak right here, and that was around 77 on the RSI. Price wise, that was around 102, and then the price went all the way up to 145, and our RSI was actually slightly going down. So, you know, those divergences where price is going up but your RSI is going down is something you always want to pay attention to. Pay attention to the trend lines, pay attention to the candles. I love candles. It's like reading music. I love to see certain candles. Like right now, guys, if we had a really long hammer candle and we closed up in here, and this was really long wick defending that 100-day moving average on heavy volume, that may be a turning point where we start heading back up and testing this next trend line that we had up here around that 115 to 118 is what we're looking at. Next, what I wanted to do for you here was also look through a few indicators. So our RSI is at 35. Our stochastic, these are the ones that I like to go through. Let's take a look at this. Stochastic, we had a downward cross. We're at 14 and 29, so we are in oversold territory there. So we'd want to see some type of a hammer form, like I said, and maybe potentially get some type of a cross, but we're nowhere near there yet, guys. We still have to wait for today's close, which is roughly about 8.5 hours away. So there's going to be some time here. And then I wanted to check our Bollinger Bands and see how overextended we are to the downside. So we're getting outside the Bollinger Bands, which is a good thing here, guys. We want to see some defense. This could be a good spot to potentially get a bounce around 103. Okay, that's what I'm going to be looking at. So those were the ones that I wanted to do, guys. I didn't want to make this too long of a video, but I wanted to give you that example. I'm no rich man. You know, I'm trying the best that I can, but I got some things that, you know, are tough in life, and it is what it is. But we got to continue to grind. We got to continue to work hard, and I'm here for you the best that I can to really help you learn this stuff and to pay attention to it, because I've been there. I've been a new person in this space, and I had people who, you know, now looking back were more deceiving that I didn't pay attention to. You know, I was just listening to them because they've been in the space for 3 or 4 years, and I was just getting in, and I trusted people too easily. So, you know, I want to teach people stuff. I don't ever want to give out predictions, anything like that. I want to show you the upside, the downside, and the sideways, and that's kind of my mission here on YouTube, is to help as many people learn as possible. So if you like these videos, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you being here with me today. God bless.